Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, we are reviewing Starlight Distillery, Carl T. Huber's Double Oaked Bourbon Whiskey. So I have had this for a good amount of time. So it has had some time to open up in the bottle. As you can see, I've drank a good amount of it already. I haven't reviewed it yet. So we're going to be reviewing this examination style. So we're going to go over 6 categories. First category is going to be aesthetics, and that's going to be out of 10 points. Nose, 20 points. Flavor, 20 points. Mouthfeel, 20 points. Finish, 20 points. And value, 10 points. All equaling 100 points in total. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Decided to do a nice whiskey review. I've been needing to review this one for a little bit here. I thought, tonight would be a perfect night to go through it. I have had the regular small batch Carl T. Huber bourbon whiskey. So this one is clocking in at 103 proof or 51.5% alcohol by volume. It is aged for 4 years in American oak. It says selected by our master distiller T. Huber. This is batch number B2301. On the back, Carl T. is our small batch signature bourbon named after 4th generation family member Carl Theodore Huber. After a minimum of 4 years aging in a new charred American oak barrel, this Carl T. batch was transferred into an unused charred oak barrel to age an additional 4 to 8 months. This process provides intense oak notes, enhanced vanilla flavor, and mellowed rye spice. Family owned and farmed since 1843, distilled, aged, and bottled by Starlight Distillery. So it is their distillate. It's not sourced or anything. So I believe this used to be 96 proof, so they did bump up the proof. So the mash bill is a blend of 2 different mash bills. One is a 3 grain. 3 grain is a blend of 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley. And then it's also blended with a 4 grain, which was 51% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and 9% wheat. I did pay $62 for this. This website is saying that MSRP is $60 as far as 2020. $62, not too far off. Regular bourbon, I believe, is around, I think it's like $35. So big jump, kind of $25 more for the double oak version. So let's go over the aesthetics. Cool bottle, as always. I really like Starlight's bottles, this kind of square-shaped bottle. Very nice looking. It does have a real cork, so you got a wooden top, and then you get the cork there. Real cork. This one actually doesn't have the Starlight Distillery stamp on it. I'm not sure why. This is an old bottle. I'm saving for a repurchase or pass video. As you can see, it's got the Starlight Distillery stamp there. It gives a lot of information. Tells you the proof, good proof. 4 years. It says it's a double oak bourbon whiskey finished in the 2nd oak barrel. Let's pour it up. All right. Pour. Get herself a nice decent pour there. A little bit of water in this glass. I just rinsed it out. So pours a nice amber color. Some alcohol legs as well. Good looking viscosity. Yeah, overall the whiskey looks pretty good for 4 years. It definitely has some good color to it. As far as aesthetics, I like the bottle. The whiskey looks good. Looks like it's going to have a little bit more of a viscosity to it. think I'm going to go, I'll go solid 8. 8 out of 10. Big fan of the bottle style. And I do think that this has some really nice color. Nose. Let's go for the nose. Sweet fruit right up front. Cherry. Green apple. A little bit of that ethanol is coming through. But then I also get some char. And some spice. Vanilla. Get a good amount of that oak as well. Yeah, very heavy on the oak and char. Well, really intense fruits. A little bit of some caramel in there as well. It smells pretty good. Definitely smells like it's going to be kind of a bolder bourbon, where it's going to have like a little bit more richer notes. I feel like the oak in this is going to be pretty apparent. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers. It's good. It's almost like a little bit of like a chocolatey note on the back end. You get that apple again. Ooh, big spice. And get a sip of water. Some of that nice Kentucky hug, or actually this is an Indiana hug, I guess you could say, because it's a Indiana bourbon. Oh, did I say where they were from? Starlight Distillery. Does it say where Starlight Distillery is? Should say it on the bottle. Yeah, Indiana. 19816 Huber Road, Borden, Indiana. If you want to check them out, you can go to starlightdistillery.com. I like the red too. I am a big fan of the red. The regular bourbon is a black label. I actually finished the regular bourbon. I wish I had another bottle I could do a comparison. They're $35 though. Like I said, $27 increase. Yeah, flavor is nice on this. It is. I did just get kind of a bold kind of bourbon kick there, but I just took a sip of water. Let's see if we can get some more notes. Okay. Chocolate covered cherry, caramel, green apple, spice, big oak drying, like astringency, but nice. Good amount of spice. Spice actually blends very well with the oak. It's not too overpowering. Does leave your palate pretty dry. You need to take a sip of water or go for another sip maybe. The sweetness is nice. There is definitely a good amount of sweetness. The vanilla is more prominent after taking another sip. – 51.5%. Solid proof, I will say. Nice kind of somewhat sticky sweet mouthfeel, but not too filling, but a nice viscosity. Definitely drinks like 51.5%. I would say that having like 55 to 60%, I could totally tell that this is definitely a little bit more diluted, which is common. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not drinking any fuller than the 103 proof, or any more than the 103 proof. Very nice though. Kind of as far as mouthfeel, kind of along the same lines as the Wild Turkey, the 101, I will say. And it does kind of have that similar kind of baking spice that the 101 has as well. Yeah, this is a lot of like cherry, apple, a little bit of kind of like a buttered corn. Kind of the corn is becoming a little bit more prominent. Very nice. I do like it. You can tell the difference with the double oak. I can see the more drying, kind of getting a little bit of like maybe like leather kind of tobacco along with the finish. Yeah, so as far as nose, let me revisit nose, get a number on that. It's pretty good. I like it. Very fruit forward, nice and rich, kind of bold aromas. Ooh, I just got a big hint of vanilla again. Spice. Big cinnamon spice, cinnamon bakery spice. I think I'm gonna go 16 on the nose. I really do like the nose. The flavor I think I like even more. As I said, there's a lot of complex notes. Marshmallow maybe, like a little vanilla marshmallow in there. Yeah. Sweetness definitely intensifying. Flavor's really nice on this. Lots of complexity. I think I'm gonna go 17. I almost want to go 18. I'll go 18. I really like this. I can totally tell that it's got the similar flavor notes of the regular small batch bourbon with more of a finish. Definitely more of an intense finish with this. Mouthfeel out of 20. I think the mouthfeel could be a little bit fuller. It could be a little bit more, a little bit richer, a little bit more of a viscosity, but not bad. I like it. I think that I'll give that like around like a 15 out of 20. So still good, a good mouthfeel. Definitely better than average. Just kind of I wanted a little bit more out of it for a $62 bottle. I think maybe the mouthfeel could for sure be a little bit more fuller. Finish is really nice. If you like that dry astringent oak, I think you would really enjoy it. You're somebody who's not a big fan of like that tannic kind of bitter, dry, astringent oak, in that kind of char, more of like a bolder finish. I think you might not enjoy it, but I personally really like the finish myself. I like the kind of drying char. Like I said, I was getting the drying oak and char. Like I said, I was getting a little bit of like leather and tobacco. For finish, I think I'm gonna go right along the same as the mouthfeel. I do like the finish, so 15 out of 20. But I kind of wish the sweetness. I wish the sweetness kind of cut through it a little bit more. Don't get me wrong. I like the drying, the char, and all that bold finish. But I kind of wish like that caramel and those chocolate notes, the sweetness from those notes, would kind of balance out the finish a little bit more. It seems like as far as a balance with this, the finish definitely is a little, I would say, a little overpowering after sitting and sipping on it a little bit longer. It is nice though. I do like it. I think 15 out of 20 is still fair. As far as value, it's good. I will say, as far as the flavor, it's definitely worth the $27 more than the small batch. But as far as the other aspects, um, I kind of just was expecting more out of it. I wish, like I said, mouthfeel and finish just were a little bit more. I don't know. For what is it? $27, 35 for a small batch. Yeah, I feel like the mouthfeel itself isn't remarkably different compared to the regular small batch. What is the regular one? Let me look that up really quick. I believe I want to say like 45%. Starlight Distillery Bourbon. All right. The regular one is 92 proof. So 46%. So you're getting a 5.5% increase in ABV for $27 more. But they are also aging it for 4 to 8 months in another barrel. So as far as that process, I could see where the cost comes into play. But I just totally feel like, if you're paying paying almost double, I feel like the mouthfeel should definitely be a little bit more remarkable. It should be a little bit more unique. Yeah, and then the finish, like I said, I just kind of wish it was balanced a little bit better. So as far as value, I'm still going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's for $62, I would recommend purchasing it. There is a noticeably different flavor. If you like I said, that more drier char or drier oak and char. But yeah, 6 out of 10 for the value, I think is fair for me personally. I'm going to tally this up really quick. And I'll get my score here. And I'll have a little bit more, maybe some final thoughts on this product. So what are we looking at for a number? $78 out of 100. That's pretty fair for me. I mean, for $62, I kind of wish it was in the 80 range. So a little disappointed in that aspect. But as far as what I expected out of this, after kind of having it, letting it open up, I could see 78. It just makes sense. But then again, I mean, we put like Russell's 10, which was in the 80s, and that was a $40 bottle, $60 bottle. So there is that. I think it is a little. I wish it was more like $50. If it was like $50, 50 to 55, I could see this kind of fitting in. As far as repurchasing the product, I mean, I think they do. This is like a limited release, so they don't release this often. If it kind of went down in price, I probably would be more encouraged to purchase another bottle. But I mean, there's so much stuff out there for 50 to 60 bucks. I don't think right now that I would purchase it again. I am glad that I was able to try it. Kind of wish it was a little bit better for the money, considering the regular, just Indiana straight bourbon small batch is so good. I really did enjoy that. $35. If you guys haven't had that one, really try that if you can get it. So this is one of the harder ones to find. Yeah, I mean, $62. There's a lot of stuff on the market. You can get some really good deals nowadays. And for a product that's in the 70s, like I said. And the thing is, too, like the Russell's 10 does kind of have a little bit similar over profile because it is more of like a you get a little bit more of the oak from the Russells compared to like the 101. So if you like the oak, and you like that drying char, $40 for Russell's 10. I mean, can't go wrong. Definitely would. I would personally purchase that over this product. But it was nice to try. These guys make their own distillate, and they distill their own product, which is nice. A lot of people are sourcing stuff nowadays, and it's cool to see people like still, making the actual whiskey and aging it themselves rather than buying already made whiskey. And they're also blending, which is nice. It's a blend of a 3-grain and a 4-grain. So you also have to take that into consideration too, as far as the price. It's not just one single mash bill. So they are actually putting a little bit more effort into it. It's a little bit more of a craft product, in my personal opinion. I think Starlight, in general, is more of like a craft bourbon or a craft whiskey. I do think they make some really good stuff. One second. All right. Oh, need some water. Yeah, so 78 out of 100. Not a terrible score. I'd like to possibly use this scoring system on the regular one because I haven't done that. This is like a more of a newer way of doing things that I've been doing with these 6 category rating systems. Equaling 100 points. I feel like it's a little bit more accurate, and you can kind of really get down and not necessarily nitpick, but yeah, kind of nitpick products. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying doing this. If you guys enjoy seeing more examinations, definitely let me know. Yeah. Overall, I would recommend maybe like a pour. If you're a Starlight Distillery fan, I think you would really enjoy it. Like I said, they do make some really good like craft whiskey. Their blends, for the most part, are pretty good. Their rye was enjoyable. They do have a blackberry one, but I'm not really a big fan of like flavored whiskeys. But yeah, 78 out of 100, not a bad score. And yeah, there you have it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Shout out to all you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you guys have had some good beers or some good whiskey. If you're enjoying any products tonight. And yeah, if there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for my upcoming videos. Like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.